So this is my Toyota 1998 Camry Vienta, Australian, New South Wales, New Zealand, or whatever. I don't know if they make them in Asia Pacific, but I know North American have them. Just going to show you how to change the fuses in them, how to test them. It's very important. Best thing about this is if you don't own a 1998 Camry, they're actually the same today. These things. My mum has like a new 2016 something rather. I don't know what actual model it is. It's like a Corolla or some shit, and it uses the same fuses as this car. So, unfortunately, she didn't have any spares to help me out with this. I had to buy a whole fucking box of fuses off eBay. Yeah, so they're called mini or micro fuses, and Japanese fuses, so I can fairly make the assumption that it would work in a Nissan or a Mitsubishi or something like that as well. But I've never opened one of those, so I don't know. Anyway, so in the driver's seat, under the ignition, there is a slot. Don't be afraid to be a bit rough on that, pulling that out. But don't be too rough, obviously. All the fuses are in there. There are more under the bonnet, which I'll get to in a second. I'll just show you how to test those. So, I'm a laptop technician, not a fucking electrician, so I only own an $8 multimeter. It looks pretty cool, and it does the job, and it does that awesome, annoying beeping sound. And the proggers or whatever they call them, I got them. I think they were like $11. They're more expensive than the thing itself because the ones it comes with is shit. Anyway. So you just gotta find those two metal things. Don't freak out if it's not getting a beeping. Try get one. If you can, don't use a test light, because my mate came over here with a fucking test light and he couldn't find anything wrong with my car. I don't know what the hell it did, but he just didn't test it right. Now, I'm not going to go through all those because I tested that today and I know that all works. So, I'm going to show you the boot. I mean, not with the goodies at the front. Depending on how new or old your car is, or your Camry, you'll notice that at the front there is a latch, like a safety latch. I'll show you where that is in a second. So my dome light isn't working, for example. That's what it says on the fucking diagram, is what it's called. But I'll just call it like the light or a lamp or whatever, I don't know. It's just a light. It's illegal to use it anyway, like while driving, so I don't know. We never use it, but fixing it for the sake of fixing it, it doesn't work. There's a latch under there, you just need to pull that up. And that's all the goodies. So for North Americans, I don't know if everything's in the exact opposite direction, I'm not sure, but all I know is for my car, the fuses are over here in this weird shaped little box. Now, just while you're in here, careful not to touch anything. I know I won't, because I actually don't know anything about anything else except for electronics, so I'll be being careful today. So first of all, you need to open the fuses, or this case. It's just a clip and you pull away from the plastic in the metal bit. And this one's fully plastic, so just be super careful not to break that. And just put that somewhere safe. And on the other side, which I didn't show you in the inside one, the diagram on that, but anyway, you can see that later. This is all the diagram for the fuses here, and it's not the best diagram, but you can see all that. And I'm going to be testing these today, not all of them, and we'll just see if I can find a fault. This is going to be really fucking hard with one hand, but we'll give it a go. Sorry about that, guys. I kind of was in a minor predicament. The fuse was still working, and I have no idea why, because I deliberately have a broken fuse in here to test you and show you how to change it. But I don't know, for some reason it was still working the light, and then I changed the light with a working one that doesn't fucking work, so I just changed it with the head unit fuse. So I'll show you what that looks like not working. Fucking There we go. See, nothing. And works. There we go. So, and that's not working. What you do is you wait 4 weeks for eBay to send you fuses. Just kidding. You line them up and then you try to figure it out, and then, for example, that weird fucking little thing, I know what that does and I don't care. You got that there, and you got the dome over there, ECU, which is the thing, is the computer for the car, and then you go up and whatever, and radio. So DCC must be that weird unlabeled one, and 20 amps the radio. And I changed that deliberately, so now the radio doesn't work. Got aircon, nothing. So, had to turn that off. Can't be going changing fuses with that on. So, where the fuck my pliers go? There they are. Alright, so, it is a bit nerve-wracking doing this for your first time, because I only did this my first time a couple of weeks ago. Alright, you can't really break these, and just using metal pliers is fine over the little plastic grabbers they give you. Now, you go through your little collection there, and then you find the other one. They look a little bit different, like it's not white writing, it's just, it's engraved or whatever. Anyway, just gonna put that in. You push it in like that, make sure it's in, and because it's new, it should work. There we go. So now we can close that up. This pops back on, easy. And mine doesn't have any like hooks or whatever, so you just push it down. Don't worry about giving it a big slam, because then otherwise it won't close. And so now, there we go, and because I changed it, it's lost all its settings.
Sydney's pure gold. It's a bit of this.
There we go.
It makes you feel good, put the music on.
Better music and more.
So I don't know what's going on with that light. It still doesn't work, but whatever. But that's why this stuff these videos sometimes become a bit awkward and long and unnecessary, as this one has. But instead of redoing it, and I'll deliberately embarrass myself for my stupidity, but that's the thing when it comes to troubleshooting things. Sometimes you never know, and things do go to shit, and more troubleshooting is required. And if anyone has any suggestions on what I should do with my light, maybe the light globe is blown, I might not know if that thing ever worked, because I don't think I've ever turned it on, to be honest, even when I got the thing. So yeah, so hopefully anybody who didn't know how to test a fuse in their Toyota Camry late 90s version, they can now do that. And if you did have a problem, I really hope now that you can fix it and order those fuses. I will put a link in the description for eBay, like $6 or whatever for like 300 fuses or some shit, which is good, because then if they break again, you have them. So thanks for watching, and if you can subscribe if you want, or like, I don't really give a shit. I just wanted to help you out.